was the wounded knight that bore the Rowan shield. Loud and true were the ravens' cries that feasted on the field, saying that water cold and clear will never clean your wound. There's none but the Witch of the Westmorland can make thee hale and sound. So turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon when his shadow passed him by. Below the hill were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry, saying, "Why do you ride this way, and wherefore came you here?" "I seek the Witch of the Westmorland, who dwells by the winding mere, and it's weary by the Owl's water, in the misty Brakeburn way, till through the cleft of the Kirkston past the winding water lay." Said, "Lie down, my brindle hound, and rest ye, make a grey hawk, and thee, my steed, may graze thy fill, for I must dismount and walk. But come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear the sun will rise this morn. You will serve me best of all." And it's down to the water's brim he's borne the Rowan shield, and the golden rod he has cast in to see what the lake might yield. And wet rose she from the lake, and fast and fleet went she, one half the form of a maiden fair, with a jet black mare's body. And loud, long, and shrill he blew, till his steed was by his side. High overhead the grey hawk flew, and swiftly he did ride, singing, "Course well, my brindle hound, fetch me the jet black mare, stoop and strike me, good grey hawk, and bring me the maiden fair." Thy silvery sword, lay down thy Rowan shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field. And she stood in a gown of a velvet blue, bound round with a silver chain, and she's kissed his pale lips once and twice, and 3 times round again. And she's bound his wound with a golden rod, full fast in her arms he lay, and he has risen hale and sound with the sun high in the day. She said, "Ride with your brindle downs at heel, and your good grey hawk in hand, there's none can harm the knight who's laying with the Witch of the Westmorland." Straight dark rows, feel the trickle in your clothes, Blow the dust cake from your nose, hear the tractor's steady roar. Oh, you can't stop now, there's a quarter section more or less to go. And it figures that the rain keeps its own sweet time. You can watch it come for miles, but you guess you've got a while. So ease the throttle out a hair. Every rod's a gain, and there's victory in every quarter mile. Poor old Cousy down the road, the hardy Kaylan hoppers brought him down. He gave it up and went to town. And Emmett Pierce the other day took a heart attack and died at 42. You could see it coming on, 'cause he worked as hard as you. In an hour, maybe more, you'll be wet clear through. The air is cooler now. Pull your hat brim further down and watch the field behind the plough turn to straight dark rows. Put another season's promise in the ground. And if the harvest's any good, the money just might cover all the loans. You've mortgaged all you own. Buy the kids a winter coat. Take the wife back east for Christmas if you can. All summer she hangs on when you're so tied to the land. For the good times come and go, but at least there's rain, so this won't be barren ground when September rolls around. So watch the field behind the plough turn to straight dark rows. Put another season's promise in the ground. Try that now. Watch the field behind the plough turn to straight dark rows. Put another season's promise in the ground. One, two, three, four. 44's no age to start again, but the bulls were getting tough and he was never free of pain. Where others blew their winnings getting tanked, most of his got banked saving for the farm. He never thought she'd wait for him at all, 'cause she wanted more than broken bones and trophies on the wall. But when he quit and finally got the farm, she ran into his arms, and now they've got a kid. He was star of all the rodeos, but now they rob him blind. It took 18 years of Brahma bulls and lying on the line to get this spread in a decent herd, but now he spends his time pulling 9 guard. He told her that he got it for the game. When he 303 with his initials on the frame. Riding in the scabbard at his knee. Tonight he's gonna see who's getting all the stock. Seventh one this summer yesterday. Half a year of profits gone and now there's hell to pay. The cops say they know who, but there's no proof. The banker hit the roof and damn near took the car. He was star of all the rodeos, but now they're all been blind. It took 18 years of rammables and life on the line to get this spread in a decent herd, but now he spends his time pulling like guard. Take it away, Chuck. By the road, sees the blacked out Rio coming for another load. This time it's not one they take but two. 2 minutes and they're through and laughing in the cab. And here will be the end to this tonight, 'cause all the proof he needs is lying steady in his sight. It may be just the worst thing he could do, but he squeezes off a few, then makes us call the town. He was star of all the rodeos, but now they're all been blind. It took 18 years of rammables and life on the line to get this spread in a decent herd, but now he's doing time pulling night guard. He was star of all the rodeos, but now they're all been blind. It took 18 years of rammables and life on the line to get this spread in a decent herd, but now he's doing time pulling night guard. Take it home. Shows its bones of wind-broken stone, and the sea and the sky are one. I'm caught out of time, my blood sings with wine, and I'm running naked in the sun. There's God in the trees, I'm weak in the knees, and the sky is a painful blue. I'd like to look around, but honey, all I see is you. Now the summer city lights will soften the night till you think that the air is clear. And I'm sitting with friends where 45 cents will buy another glass of beer. He's got something to say, but I'm so far away that I don't know who I'm talking to. 'Cause you just walked in the door, and honey, all I see is you. And I just want to hold you closer than I've ever held anyone before. You say you've been twice a wife and you're through with life. Oh, but honey, what the hell's it for? After 23 years, you'd think I could find a way to let you know somehow that I want to see your smiling face 45 years from now. Alone in the lights on stage every night, I've been reaching out to find a friend who knows all the words, sings so she's heard, and knows how all the stories end. And maybe after the show she'll ask me to go home with her for a drink or two. Now her smile lights her eyes, but honey, all I see is you. And I just want to hold you closer than I've ever held anyone before. You say you've been twice a wife and you're through with life. Oh, but honey, what the hell's it for? After 23 years, you think I could find a way to let you know somehow that I want to see your smiling face 45 years from now. Help me out, won't you? I just want to hold you closer than I've ever held anyone before. You say you've been twice a wife and you're through with life. Oh, but honey, what the hell's it for? After 23 years, you'd think I could find a way to let you know somehow that I want to see your smiling face 45 years from now. Yes, I want to see your smiling face 45 years from now. I often take these night shift walks when the foreman's not around. Turn my back on the cooling stacks and make for open ground. Far out beyond the tank farm fence where the gas flare makes no sound. I forget the stink and I always think back to that eastern town. I remember back 6 years ago, this western life I chose. And every day the news would say some factory's going to close. Well, I could have stayed to take the dough, but I'm not one of those. I take nothing free and that makes me an idiot, I suppose. So I bid farewell to the eastern town I never more will see. But work I must, so I eat this dust and breathe refinery. Oh, I miss the green and the woods and streams, and I don't like cowboy clothes. But I like being free, and that makes me an idiot, I suppose. Yeah. So come all you fine young fellers who've been beaten to the ground. This western life's no paradise, but it's better than lying down. Oh, the streets aren't clean and there's nothing green and the hills are dirty brown. But the government dole will rot your soul back there in your hometown. So bid farewell to the eastern town you never more will see. There's self-respect and a steady check in this refinery. You will miss the green and the woods and streams, and the dust will fill your nose. But you'll be free and just like me, an idiot, I suppose. The kids are gone now for the day. She reaches for the coffee as the school bus pulls away. Another day to tend the house and plan for Friday at the Legion when she's dancing with her man. Sure was a bitter winter, but Friday will be fine, and maybe last year's Easter dress will serve her one more time. She passed for 29, but for her eyes, but winter lines are telling wicked lies. Oh, lies, all those lines are telling wicked lies. Lies, 'cause 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 my many lines there in that face, too many to erase or to disguise. They must be telling lies. Is this the face that won for her the man, whose amazed and clumsy fingers put that ring upon her hand? No need to search that mirror for the years. The menace in their message shouts across the blur of tears. So this is beauty's finish, like Rodin's Belloniere, the pretty maiden trapped inside the ranch wife's toil and care. Well, after 7 kids, that's no surprise. But why cannot her never tell her lies? Oh, lies. All those lies are telling wicked lies. Lies, all lies. Too many lines there in that face, too many to erase or to disguise. They must be telling lies. She wove and turns to set the mirror gently face down by the stove. She gathers up her apron in her hand, pours a cup of coffee and drips carnation from the can, and thinks ahead to Friday. 'Cause Friday will be fine. She'll look up in that weathered face that loves hers line for line, to see that maiden shining in his eyes, and laugh at how her mirror tells her lies. Oh, lies. All those lies are telling wicked lies. Lies, all lies. Too many lines there in that face, too many to erase or to disguise. They must be telling lies. All those lines are telling wicked lies. Lies, all lies. Too many lines there in that face, too many to erase or to disguise. They must be telling lies. I used to love these lazy winter afternoons, starting out too late, giving up too soon, coming home to coffee and a trashy book, never paying any mind if things were never done on time. Was when a fella just let time slip away. No worries, car or telephone, just rent and food to pay. And every night with single buddies boozing at the bar, living for the minute, taking every hour in it. But now there's just too much to do in any given day. Oh, the car, the phone, the kiddie shoes, too many bills to pay. Running from the crack of dawn till Knowlton reads the news, and falling into bed too wiped to even kiss the wife goodnight. Oh, just another working Joe. That's beautiful. Whoa, the baby's in the swing-o-matic, singing rock and roll. My sweetie's in the kitchen, whipping up my favorite casserole. I knocked off work at 10 o'clock, the kids are still in school. Ah, the coffee pot is perking, to hell with bloody working. Whoa, it sure is sweet to sit at home and let time slip away. Though tomorrow I'll be scratching through another working day. But when I start to come apart from all the things to do, I know that I'll be taking soon another lazy winter afternoon. Oh, just another working Joe. It's blackfish at play in Hermitage Bay, from push through across to Wass Island. They broach and they spout and they lift their flukes out, and they wave to a town that is dying. Now it's many's the boat that has plied on the foam, hauling away, but there's many more fellas been leaving their homes where the whales make free in the harbor. It's at Portage in Maine, you'll see them again on their way to the hills of Alberta. With lopsided grins, they waggle their chins, and they brag of the wage they'll be earning. Then it's quick, pull the string, boys, and get the tool out. Haul it away, but just 2 years ago you could hear the same shout where the whales make free in the harbor. Free in the harbor, the blackfish are sporting again. Free in the harbor, untroubled by comings and goings of men who once did pursue them as oil from the sea. Hauling away, now they're Calgary roughnecks from Hermitage Bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. a living they've found deep in the ground, and if there's doubts, it's best they ignore them, nor think on the bones, the crosses and stones of their fathers that came there before them. In the taverns of Edmonton, fishermen shout, haul it away, haul it away. There are 300 years buried up by the bay, where the whales make free in the harbor. The blackfish are sporting again, free in the harbor, untroubled by comings and goings of men who once did pursue them as oil from the sea, hauling away, now they're Calgary roughnecks from Hermitage Bay, where the whales make free in the harbor, free in the harbor again. And dark are my true love's eyes, blacker still is the winter's turning, as the sadness of parting broods, and brighter now is the lantern burning that lightens my path to love. No fiddle tune will take the air, but I'll see her swift feet dancing, and the swirl of her long brown hair, her smiling face, and her dark eyes glancing, as we stepped out playing Bonnie Fair. And if my waiting prove in vain, I will pack and track ever take me, and the long road will ease my pain. No gem of womankind will make me a whisper love's words for a drink I'll keep good company. My ears will ring with the tavern's laughter, and I'll hear not past sweet sighs It's acrimony down in the card room, with winning hands thrown on the base. Forgotten cards wait on the end of debate on the good old days. Captains and mates getting testy, with memories not of the best. And tempers are flying down at the Sailor's Rest. Blue eyes in wrinkled Morocco still search the horizon for squalls, and zeros in the sky, and the watchkeeper's eye, and the pawn shop balls. The spice in the wind off of Java, and the bars in Papiti were best. But the deck is too steady down at the Sailor's Rest. And oh, how they talked of the day they'd arrive, when after the years all the storms and the tears still very much alive. And oh, how their lives were spilled out on the floor, from the battered old sea bags, the journals and logs, and the keepsakes locked in the chests that were stowed in the attic down at the Sailor's Rest. No rail on the messroom table, and you're dead if you spit on the floor. No grog allowed, no singing too loud, and no locks on the doors. But there's always a fire in the card room, and the tucker is always the best, and they'll end it together down at the Sailor's Rest. Oh, they talk of the day they arrived, when after the years all the storms and the tears still very much alive. And oh, how their lives were spilled out on the floor, from the battered old sea bags, the journals and logs, and the keepsakes locked in the chests that were sold at the auction down at the Sailor's Rest. So it's acrimony down in the card room, with winning hands thrown on the base. Forgotten cards wait on the end of debate on the good old days. Captains and mates getting testy, with memories not of the best, but they'll end it together down at the Sailor's Rest. It's acrimony down in the card room, Rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Last October in a pouring driving rain, the skipper he'd been drinking and the mate he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock and she was dealt her mortal blow, and the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just us 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. We'd worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost, and the groan she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. Well, the owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys that met her sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. Then they laughed at us and said we had to go. But we talked of her all winter, some days around the clock, for she's worth $250,000 afloat and at the dock. And with every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Come on! Rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge lent by a friend. 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. But we've patched her ends, stopped her vents, dog patch and port all down, put cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we'll hit the air and then take up the strain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. See, to crumble into scale. She'd saved our lives so many times, living through the gales, and the laughing drunken rats who left her to a sorry grave, they won't be laughing in another day. And you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, though your heart it be broken and life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Come on! Rise again, though your heart it be broken and life about to end. No matter what you've lost, be it a